Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A Fargo college student reached out to our Whistleblower Hotline after she says she was promised a good-paying job with flexible hours, but then it turned out to be a scam. Mona Parker says she searched for jobs using the site Indeed, adding that she was turned down for one job but guaranteed another with a different company. But there were some red flags. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with a woman who says it's disappointing that even people looking for a job are not safe from scammers.
I thought, wow, this is perfect. I have it made. And nope. Nope, they just kind of took advantage of that.
It wasn't all bad news when Mona Parker got this email turning her down for a job.
And they said, sorry, we found someone else for the position, but we're partners with this company, AgriMed. So here, send your resume to him, and you basically already have the job. I was like, oh, wow, okay, that sounds pretty cool.
Parker got the job as an assistant for a Bruce Goldman, running errands for him while he was out of the country.
So I looked up his information on the website, and I'm like, wait, the emails don't match, but sometimes that happens, so I let that one slide.
Parker received a contract and got a $5,000 check in the mail from her supposed boss.
I showed it to my boyfriend. And he's like, I don't know, this check kind of looks fishy.
But before she cashed that hefty check, she wanted to make sure she wasn't being scammed. So she emailed the Bruce Goldman listed on the AgriMed website.
You hired me as an assistant, and I still haven't met you. I'm just wondering if this opportunity is actually real. And he emails us back within 30 minutes. And he said, sorry, it's not me. I was like, oh. Okay.
Saying she immediately ripped up the check, hurt that her new gig turned out to be too good to be true.
I should have done my research, and after I saw the red flags, I should have stopped it there.
And now she's taking it as a learning lesson, hoping others don't fall victim to similar schemes. In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
We reached out to Indeed today, and they say everything posted on their site is reviewed first, but say sometimes the process is delayed. We also reached out to AgriMed, but they did not get back to us. As mentioned, this story was brought to our attention through our Whistleblower Hotline. So if you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, give us a call, 237-6576. You can leave your tip, and then a member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. A deputy running for sheriff in Polk County, Minnesota, was cited after hitting a county road sign, which is a petty misdemeanor offense. Court documents state that Randy Sondral, the officer running for sheriff, hit a county road sign in August of 2017. After hitting this sign at the intersection of County Roads 10 and 231, Sondral went into the ditch. You can hear more about this incident and what he had to say about it on Valley News Live at 6. Just after 2 this afternoon, passers-by saw smoke coming from 2213 6th Street South in Moorhead and quickly called it in. When crews arrived, they found fire coming from the garage and extending to the house. No one was home at the time. There were no injuries. Crews had the fire out in about 5 minutes.
The quick action of passers-by today, noticing unusual smoke conditions and calling it in right away, really helped us get the fire out while it was small and really limited the damage for the family.
Officials say there is no further information at this time. Officials say an oil fryer caught fire at a sunflower plant in Fargo, forcing everyone to evacuate. The call came in this morning around 7:30 to the CHS sunflower plant at 1901 Great Northern Drive. Before crews arrived, a system in the building put most of that fire out. Firefighters checked for hot spots and damage when they arrived. No one was injured and no major damage was reported. Our temps are slightly below normal for this time of year, but still the 50s are feeling okay. Hutch, quiet for this evening too?
Quiet. We do have some winds that have been gusty at times out of the north, and that's keeping that cool feel to the day. There are clouds in north central and northwest Minnesota, but most of the showers associated with those off in the Arrowhead of Minnesota. Temperatures this hour range from the low 40s in Roseau and Badette to low 50s for Jamestown and Fargo. It's 47 this hour in Grand Forks. Temperatures this evening are quickly going to cool, but the winds should begin decreasing after sunset as well. Skies will remain clear. And we're on our way to a frosty overnight, below freezing for morning start your day temperatures on Tuesday. I'll have details on some warm weather and some rain in our extended outlook here in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Authorities have identified the 2 drivers involved in the beach truck crash that sent 2 people to the hospital near Felton, Minnesota. Police say 50-year-old Alberto St. Martin Lopez from Moorhead and 51-year-old Pedro Alonso from Texas were the 2 men involved. Police say the incident happened around 6:15 last Friday morning at 110th Street and 160th Avenue. When emergency crews arrived, they found both drivers had severe injuries. One of the drivers had to be airlifted to a Fargo hospital. The other was taken by ambulance. Authorities have confirmed that the woman arrested on DUI charges after falling asleep behind the wheel was hospitalized after her arrest. Police say 24-year-old Brooke Blickery was taken to a hospital due to a high blood alcohol level and was released to a family member this morning. Authorities say Blickery was pulled over after she had fallen asleep in her car. Police say when they woke her up, she tried to drive away, hitting a squad car. Blickery will appear in court for driving under the influence and having no liability insurance. Halloween is right around the corner, and as safety continues to be a concern for parents, we found some are creating trick-or-treating maps. Valley News Team's Rose Itzkovitz checks out the maps and how they're helping parents navigate neighborhoods.
It's cold. You go through a bunch of these houses and somebody might answer, some might not. You might get some weird, interactions.
West Fargo dad Mergum Vlahue has 2 young kids. He says he and his 3-year-old won't be hitting the streets for candy this year.
It's just been nice to just take them to the mall, and all the stores seem to just hang out by the door and give candy to kids.
But West Fargo neighbor Sarah Griesbach says the spooky holiday is her favorite time of year and wants her nieces and other kids to enjoy it the old-fashioned way.
That the kids feel safe going to these houses that have said, we want trick-or-treaters, we're your neighbor, come visit us.
A graphic designer by trade, she designed a map for the Brooks Harbor and Eaglewood area.
People just latched onto it and they started messaging me their address and if they were having full-size candy bars or allergy-free treats.
Now 47 neighbors are registered on her map.
And then a lot of parents were messaging on there saying, I want a copy, can you drop one off for me, can you share it with me when you're done?
The Next Door app has a similar map, where neighbors can register which house has what. The West Fargo PD says some West Side neighbors have filled it out, which the police reposted.
Every parent should take the time and map out where they're going with their kids ahead of time and make sure that they're going with them, especially to strangers' houses.
The maps even show which houses are haunted. Griesbach says hers is the only haunted house on her map, but she hopes her graphic will help guarantee a good turnout.
I have to justify all my purchases to my husband, so I have to be able to prove that this was money well spent.
In West Fargo, Rose Itzkovitz, Valley News Live.
The West Fargo Police Department says one of its biggest safety concerns is drivers watching out for trick-or-treaters crossing the street. For more police safety tips, head to our website and click on this story. You are now one text message away from receiving help from First Link. The Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota Caring Foundation has awarded First Link a grant to use toward that extra communication method. It will be called First Link 211 Text Program, and it's set to launch this week. The First Link helpline operates 24 hours a day in North Dakota. It offers resources and referrals as well as listening and support. It also answers calls on the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. First Link had over 51,000 contacts in North Dakota and Clay County last year, which were face-to-face or by phone. Great Rides Bike Share is nearing the end of its 4th season in operation. Services are ending for the season on Sunday, November 4th. The nonprofit seasonally operated bike share system is on track to provide over 415,000 rides since it launched in 2015. This system offers 100 bikes and 11 stations sprinkled strategically throughout downtown Fargo and the NDSU campus. Great Rides Bike Share operates April through November each year. Bikes and stations will be removed in November and placed into winter hibernation. With the Mega Millions lottery jackpot at a record $1.6 billion, people are snapping up tickets across the U.S. The drawing for that jackpot is Tuesday night. The Powerball jackpot has also climbed. It's up to an estimated $620 million for Wednesday's drawing. That would make it the 5th largest jackpot in U.S. history. We have an update for you on the football game between the Bison and Butler. It's now set for August 31st at 3 in the afternoon at Target Field. Tickets will be available for the general public to purchase on November 8th, with prices ranging from $30 to $58. There will be student tickets available at a later date, as well as more information for season ticket holders in the coming weeks. The doors at Target Field will open at 1 in the afternoon. Officials say the Bison are still working on tailgating locations.